figure out how to implement Mixpanel on this new site that I built. And let me just bring that up first. So here's the website. In the old site, I used a WordPress plugin. To just do this for me. And so I'm going to have to figure out how I can kind of recreate that without this plugin. The plugin's, I think, pretty simple. I think it just tracks page views. It'd be interesting actually to look at the code and see if I could even figure it out. Where is it? Mixpanel. And let's log into Mixpanel as well. Okay. What's up, Ben? Oh, you know what, Ben? I realized something the other day because I wrote a newsletter and then I had to run and go on a little hiking trip with the family. But this last article, I should have definitely included you in my shout-out section. And I remember reading it when I got back and going, how come Ben's not in there? And I'm gonna put you right at the beginning, because you have been a huge help to me. Let's go Ben Furphy. I think you're front end Ben, right? Yeah. There we go. We will fix that right now, live. And then we'll just push it. Oh boy, this is also an updated Statamic version. Whoo! Statamic shout out for Ben. Hopefully this doesn't blow everything up, eh? I'll have to check that in a second and make sure that my personal site's not broken. All right, so let's bring this back over here. That's right, it's not your fault if it does. All right, so yeah. Us Canadians, I know. All right, so let's set this up. Install Mixpanel. So I've already got this set up on the app. Should I implement this with JavaScript? Probably. I think the PHP one is just not as Oh, I can also get the library using Composer. Wonder if I should do that. What do you think, Ben? Should I just install, should I do this? Or should I use JavaScript? This would be an awesome addition to the Statamic store, by the way. Just an add-on that does this for you. Yeah. What does it depend on? Basically, what we're using it for. You think I should build it? How hard is that? The idea is that you want to be able to track funnels, right? So these view pages thing, viewed sign up page, show created. This isn't like super helpful, but the idea is that you have a calculation for, you know, how many people visited your marketing site, which is basically this. And then how many people viewed the sign up page, etc. Oh, I was just saying, how hard is it to get an add-on in the store? I'm just trying to figure out if basically on the Statamic side, I want to be able to say, have an event for viewed homepage, viewed blog post, and then have those sent to Mixpanel. And I'll eventually use those in funnels, right? So I'll be able to have a funnel that's, you know, viewed homepage or viewed blog, viewed sign up page, trial started, show created, trial ended. And how does that even work? Sounds like a big project. Yeah, I mean, they've got a PHP library and they've got a JavaScript library. It feels like I should use just the JavaScript tracking because it's pretty kind of built in, right? Seems fairly straightforward. Although, you know, maybe this PHP library would be fine. Hey Dominic, how's it going, man? Bummed that you're not going to be in New York this year. Yeah, someone's blocking JavaScript, which I'm fine with. If people want to block JavaScript, I think it's fine. This is Mixpanel. We're just trying to figure out how we should implement it. Feels like, I mean, Oh, the PHP version uses JavaScript too. So why would I use the PHP library as opposed to just this JavaScript one? Because with this one here, yeah, sure, that's good. I got to record an episode in about 45 minutes, but yeah, just call me on Skype. Yep, Statamic is built on Laravel. Is there a Laravel Mixpanel something or other? Whoa. Hey, how's it going?
Hey, not too bad, you?
Good.
Right, I'm just going to mute this quickly.
All right, let me just make sure I've got, yeah, you're live as well.
Awesome. Right.
I noticed that there is some Laravel Mixpanel packages, but
Okay, let's have a look at these. Laravel Mixpanel.
I don't know if it's...
Genea Labs and right. Okay, there's a legacy version for that one.
Yeah, this one's saying that this one looks promising. This I'll put it in chat here. It's 4 years ago though. Mixpanel for Laravel 5.
Yeah, so Statamic is still based on 5.1 at the moment, so you need to be careful that you are using a package that is compatible with 5.1.
This one looks a little bit like I don't really need Stripe. The only thing we're tracking is we're identifying the user, so we're gonna give them a token.
Mm-hmm.
And like if you look at the, is this the live view here? Let's see here. No, let me go back here. Streaming feed of events, yeah. So, you know, we've got, here's their distinct ID, here's their city, when did they view the page, what was the referring domain.
Yeah. Okay.
And so all I want to be able to do on the marketing side is identify these folks and track an event. And maybe what I'd like to do is be able to track an event that's a bit more detailed than viewed page, right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Right. So I guess what are the limitations with the JavaScript library? Because that probably will be the easiest way to implement it.
I've used that one in the past, and I think it's the best supported. And so it feels like that's probably the best. That's the best way to do it. Is just to put it in. Put this in head. Is this my head tag?
Looks like it. Yeah. Sorry.
This is weird.
I think it's because it's a partial.
Yeah.
So I think if you look at is it going to be layouts default? You'll probably have head, and then there you go on line 10.
Yeah.
Partial head.
Yeah, I think I'll just put it in here because it has to be on every page.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Simon? Um, Odd Peter Parker is wondering if this will affect the speed of the site. Same with Google Analytics.
Probably.
Yeah, probably.
How much it's going to impact it, I don't know.
Yeah, that's the other thing I need to install is Google Analytics as well. Okay, let's just start by trying this out. So I gotta find my token. Maybe I'll just hide this for a second so I can. Oh, I guess it doesn't really matter, but. Let's see where I've got this. Project settings.
So this is probably a good point to say. I'm trying to think. If you have got a private token, I think Transstat is a public repo, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
So you could put this in. Have you used environment files yet?
No.
So an environment file is one that you wouldn't commit, but that you'd have on the live server that you could put private information in.
Okay. Because right now it's the deploys are triggered like I use. Hey Sam, how's it going? Yeah, and Pitch and Nate is saying if we do it via JavaScript, you won't see page views from users with tools like Disconnect and uBlock. So PHP would be a better option, but I think it still uses the PHP library. Still uses the JavaScript tracking thing anyway, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I got the impression from when I was looking at the documentation, because it does talk about it. Where is it? PHP library is designed to be used in scripting or in circumstances where a client, or actually saying that, is it? Hang on. Mixpanel also provides a powerful and easy to use client-side application for web applications. Oh, okay, right. So yeah. Yeah, he's right. So it actually looks like it can be run entirely from PHP, which probably would be the preferred way of doing it, but would require building an entire add-on to do that. And that might take a little bit more than 45 minutes. So,
okay. So, and what do you think? Like, do you think the PHP version is a better way to go, or?
Long term, yes. But what I would say is, if you're wanting to make sure that you're getting that information right now, you could go with the JavaScript version, and then, sort of, we can put together a PHP version. If you wanted to do like a Justin builds a Statamic add-on.
That could be a full deal. Oh yeah, and this Tommy's got some examples here. I just realized that token can be public, so that's not a big deal.
Okay. Oh, of course, you're actually thinking about it. It's going to be in the head anyway, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me find my token here, and then if we can get this going with just a few events, that would be sweet. Yeah. And then some of these examples and things that people are mentioning, we can try that at a different time. Simon, haven't you listened to the newest podcast? John talks about when he's going full time. It's happening. Okay, so now I've lost myself. Where's that token ID? I still need to do it here actually, because there's a secret key on that page. Just give me 1 second here. All right, so let's get the token done. Let's bring up Visual Studio Code. There it is. I'm going to replace that. Done. And let's add an event on You know what would be cool is if we could add a view page event on this, on this little blob of HTML here, because this one only, for homepage, this one only shows on the homepage, right?
Yeah.
So if we wanted to track an event,
It would be using mixpanel.track, and then whenever we want to pass through.
yeah. Now, here's where I always get confused is, like I said, I'm not very good at writing JavaScript. I have no idea how to write it. I don't just put that right in here.
Close. What you could do would be to either do it at the bottom. There's a couple of reasons for doing that. I mean, to be honest, it's not going to make a massive difference, but you would put 2 script tags. So if you just write script and then close that.
What's going on here?
Okay, and then just inside that you would add that code.
Oh, that's it.
Yeah, so you might want to, you'd possibly want to have some sort of event watcher to basically say only load it once the page was loaded. But to be entirely honest, I think let's give that a try and see what happens. So
Yeah, I'm guessing Mixpanel will take care of it. Let's deploy this and see if that works.
no, it is my fault if it breaks.
Installing Mixpanel and plus homepage event. And I use Laravel Forge for my personal stuff, but I decided to try run server for this one, just for fun. And let's see, well, how do I see my, how do I see the, oh, you can't see a log here.
I think do you need a higher subscription to get a log?
I don't know. There was a live little updater every time I deployed last time, but
Is that possibly on web application, the third one down maybe?
let's try web application. This is it.
Click into that. Maybe not. Transfer stats?
Nope.
Apparently not.
Anyway, let's just go and check that out. So now it's on marketing.transistor.fm. And, well, first of all, we should see it in Mixpanel, but let's just see if it's here. Oh, it's not here. At least not yet.
Has it deployed?
It's supposed to just deploy when I push it to master. What's going on here? Let's go back there. Supposed to just yeah, maybe it's you're right, maybe it is just cached.
That's a good point actually. Have you got
Yeah, okay.
have you got static caching or static site caching on it?
I might. I just disabled the cache here. Let's see if that.
I don't know whether that might not make a difference because the cache might be being applied from
Run cloud?
Statamic instead. So can you log into
Into the control panel?
yeah, so it's there.
Yeah.
So can you log in on marketing.transistor.fm?
Like, go to the actual server, you think?
Yeah. because it might be that you have, I think it's called static caching enabled.
Okay, let's check it out.
There's a way of telling. Just trying to think. Where is it? So I'm just looking at the master branch on GitHub, and I can't actually see anything in or where I'd expect it to be.
Oh, maybe I didn't transtat.
It's fetching. It's not pushing. Is there another? I haven't used GitHub Desktop for a very long time.
Yeah, I pushed it up. It should be there. It's not there in master?
No, not that I can see. No. Was it you put it in? Oh, hang on, wait a second. Did you put it in? I might be looking in the wrong place. Hang on 1 second. That might be me. Layouts default, because you didn't put it in that thing. Oh no, I can see it. Sorry, it is up on master. I thought you put it in the partial. Okay. So if you go to caching, which is the second one down. No, you haven't got caching turned on, so I wonder why that's not. So if you ever did turn that on, and when you tried to update the site, and it didn't update, that would be why. You probably have to turn that off and on again.
I wonder if, because RenCloud uses deployment keys that I thought I'd set up properly. Oh, so there's some sort of error here. Last delivery was not successful. Huh. No, it's definitely this deployment key thing. Oh, maybe you don't get a deployment key with the free. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, see, this is. I have to figure out
Which one is thingy, doesn't it? Forge.
Should just use Forge. Yeah.
Give Taylor some more money.
Man, oh man. All right. So, what am I going to do? How do I do this now? Well, I know it's working locally.
Yeah, I mean, in theory, it should be. I would think that Mixpanel should be picking up the local because it should be connected.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
Unless it's excluded.
I'm gonna have to rejig that. Let's see. Okay, let's just look at the live view and see what happens here. Let's see if it sees me. Viewed homepage right there. Okay, so that worked. Do you see that?
Yep.
Okay, so cool. That's actually all I need to do because maybe let's do one more. Can you show me how to do a link tracking thing? So, okay. How are they doing this here?
So they've got. Okay, so they are track links. So let's just have a quick look at this because it looks like they are telling it what element to watch, and then so we can try and find track links.
Specifically, I think I'd like to be able to track a specific link, like clicked, like. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter, actually. No, I just want to say viewed pricing, because it doesn't matter if they clicked on the link.
Yeah, so it'd be like the type of thing of if somebody clicked on view pricing, you want an event to be fired so that it would be recorded in Mixpanel.
Yeah. Okay, let's just do that. So I'm going to add a new one called viewed pricing. It's so silly, Ben, but of course this makes sense. Script, and then the JavaScript's right there, but I just...
It makes sense, but it takes a long time. It took the first when I started learning, it took me absolutely ages to work out how to do that, and it feels like such a silly thing, but I
Yeah,
think it's a big thing that I have with documentation where and examples where they kind of just make the assumption that you know that,
yeah,
and it's a barrier to people who are just either just starting out or they're not that familiar with it, that they kind of look at it and go, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. So
yeah,
um,
yeah, exactly.
so I'm just looking at the documentation for Mixpanel track links, and the query, the event name, and any properties. So if you pull that tracking page, the documentation back up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you click on, do you see the blue bit where it says mixpanel.track links?
Mm-hmm.
I think if you click on that, it should take you through to the bit that talks a little bit more about how that works. I think it's a little bit slow.
Oh,
There we
yeah,
go.
yeah, it's totally
Okay.
slow.
So if you'll have to scroll down because it doesn't seem to be taking you to the correct part. It's all alphabetical, so if you go down to tracking,
Tracking. Oh wait,
there's probably tons.
Is it just link tracking though?
If you put dot tracking, maybe might help. Whoops. Put full stop tracking.
No.
Track, full stop track. That's the one. So if you press underscore links.
What are
Yeah.
you seeing that I'm not seeing?
It's right the way down. So if you, oh, there you go. Do you see on the right hand
Oh, I see.
side? Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This is where what's it called now? Tuple comes in massively handy.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
So yeah, if you scroll back up ever so slightly, you've got this bit here that you can just see. So if you go up a tiny bit more, just to where you see, that's it there. So whenever you see this type of thing, what it's doing is it's telling you how to use that particular method. So you can see Mixpanel is always what you use to refer to Mixpanel. Then track links is whatever the method that you want to use or the function that you want to use. And you can see down here whether you've got the argument, the type, and the description. So that's always in order of what you would put in. So for example, where you can see query, a valid DOM query element or jQuery-esque list. That's just what you would put in where you want to say, I want you to track this. So you might say, add an ID to every pricing link. That would just be called maybe say pricing link. And then you can target mixpanel.track links. And then the first one would be hashtag pricing underscore link maybe. And then the second one is the event name. So that's the name of the event to track. So that's what you would pass through, or that's what you would see on the dashboard. So you see, so effectively there's two steps to this. You need to add mixpanel.track links and then whatever you're putting in that to, you're going to want to track it on every page, correct?
Well, now I'm wondering if I even want to track links, because I'm thinking practically I just want this to be as simple as possible. And so I think I just want to know if did they view the pricing page.
Yeah.
Now, see, I'm trying to think of why I would even ever use track links, because now that I think about it, I'm like, for a second I was like, oh, well, maybe we should track, how many people click the sign up button. But
yeah,
we're already tracking this event here when they view the sign up page.
Yeah, so I guess like that type of thing would be the type of thing that we do in my workplace, where we're trying to identify which call to actions people are particularly clicking, or sort of where on the page that they're clicking. We've got other tools like Hotjar that we can use to track how people are interacting, but it's anonymized, so we can't really ever see exactly how people are doing it.
Yeah.
Whereas, you might want to potentially even have a some sort of event. Like I said, I'm not familiar enough with Mixpanel to know whether you could do this, but you might have some sort of alert that you basically say, this person with this distinct ID has viewed the pricing page 3 times in the last week.
Yeah.
We have their ID. If we actually have their ID and we have a link to some data that we know who that person is, then that could then be used to trigger marketing automation to fire off an email to, or put them into some sort of marketing automation funnel to start trying to encourage them to sign up. So I imagine that's kind of where you're getting more into that sort of really using Mixpanel's functionality.
Yeah.
Right now, though, yeah,
It'd be like, did they click sign up? Did they click start a free trial? Or did they click bottom CTA?
exactly, yeah. So it'd be trying to work out how they're doing it. I guess the other thing is, like, it's sort of saying, if you do PPC and you want to, sort of track how people are interacting with that, or, have they potentially left the site after landing on a landing page through PPC, but you want to sort of track them again and how they're interacting with the site, maybe when they come back, that would be additional ways of doing it.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to think about that. But I think this is actually, this is kind of what I want. And the one thing about the WordPress plugin that now that I'm looking at this list of live events, like viewed page is just not very helpful. I think if I click through on here, I can see so page name, viewed homepage is here. But I think these events are actually more helpful. I'm sure.
Okay.
I'm guessing you can actually query this as well, but I'm not as interested in.
You don't want to have to click through. You'd rather be able to see at a high level. Yeah.
Well, and I'm even thinking what's. I gotta think about that. Like, do I really want to be tracking every page? I mean, it would be interesting to know, like, if they viewed the blog first. I wonder how I would do that, because I've got something for some sort of template for blog, right here. So I could go viewed blog post.
Is that the that's the blog page, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh wait, no, this is just the.
Is that the entry page, or is that the listing page?
No, this isn't what I want. I want article. Except I can't use article because I reused that template. That's something I'll have to think about. I have to figure out where I'm reusing this.
Okay, so are you with that article one? Is it like /blog / whatever the article is?
No, it's just on the root. I did that on purpose because I've heard it's better for SEO. So yeah, if you go to a blog post, it stays right here.
Okay, right.
Honestly, I think the simplest would be for me to just use. I should only be using this for blog posts because it has. You'd say if date, but
yeah.
I think I actually don't reuse it very much. I'll check it. I'll check it a different time.
I mean, what I was going to say was, if you had, say, like /blog / whatever the name of the thing was, you'd have been able to use Statamic's if segment 1 equals blog, then put it in. But obviously that's not there, so. Yeah.
No, I'd rather just keep it clean and have it like template based, because then it is. Did I save this? Oh, I might need to refresh it if it's. Let's see here. Just want to make sure that's working. Come on.
Was it the local one that you were looking at rather than the?
Oh wait. Oh yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
That's why. That's why. This hasn't been deployed yet. There we go. Okay, let's see if that works. Yeah, and if this works, I think we'll end the call. But this is helpful.
Yeah, that's
now,
fine, yeah.
now I've got this. Now I've got this going, and I can already see like how I want to clean up. You know. Okay, perfect. And
Yeah,
so
awesome.
and the nice thing is, this will give me the URL here if I'm interested in it. And I'm inside of. Oh, actually, I'll bet you. You know what would be cool next time to figure out is if I can pass an art in the tracking event. Where is it? Where is it? Wait. Can I pass a string that is so? Look, viewed blog post. Is there something like in Statamic like a post title or something? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. How would you do that? So I think because it's view blog post, you would have to echo out the title. So I think it should literally just be if you do me a favor, just above the script, if you just add the two curly braces and just put title. So maybe outside of the script. Sorry, just one up.
Oh, okay. So just go up here.
Yeah, and just put title. So one more set of brackets around that. Sorry.
Two.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Okay.
And just get rid of and then just get rid of that post title bit. Okay, and then just save that. All I want to try and do is just make sure that it's outputting it as title.
Sure.
So it should have the title at the very bottom as well.
Oh, this long post. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you now go back to the code, and you could, I don't know how we do you want it viewed blog post and then the name, or would you want just viewed whatever post it is, or?
Now I can't remember how. Like if we go back to here for Mixpanel track, how does it sending events? There's got to be a. So this is the event name.
Mm-hmm.
But then.
Oh, I see. And then you've got additional.
Then you have additional stuff. But there's got to be a way that they are tracking like a sub. Might have to figure this out later. But
yeah, I mean, I can have a quick look and see whether I can find how it's doing it. Obviously, it'd be a bit difficult without sort of being aware of how it's configured, but
yeah, it looks like. I mean, it looks like they have this idea of tracking, multiple kind of types, and I must have been doing it before because here, way down here, it's just view page, but then it has page name. So I'm guessing I can create a like post name property or something.
Yeah, you must be able to.
Yeah, I'll figure that out later. Cool, man.
All right.
Thanks for doing the call.
That's awesome. No problem. Anytime.
Okay, see you later.
See you later. Bye.
And Sam, that was Ben Furphy. Ben Furphy on the line. It's been really helpful. benfurphy.co.uk. Yeah, sorry, I wish I could stick around and figure out more of this stuff, but I got to run. But I'm glad we at least got it working locally. Apparently, I got to fix my deployment stuff. So I'll do that next. Talk to you later.